Up on CBS Sports Sunday will be the professional debut of the outstanding boxer in the Olympic Games, flyweight Paul Gonzalez of Los Angeles. And we'll be coming back with that shortly. Once again, Torres. And back here at ringside, you'll see in the dressing room now Paul Gonzalez. Looks a little bit nervous as he has all morning preparing for his first professional bout. And let's go back and take a look at his most interesting story. Paul Gonzalez is a determined runner on the road to boxing stardom. With every step, he moves closer to his dream of becoming a world champion and farther away from his nightmarish childhood in the barrio.
I ran around with gangs and I got into a lot of trouble. You know, I was always afraid for my life. Sometimes you even wonder if you're going to come home at night.
By the age of 10, Gonzalez had been introduced to the violent world of gang warfare in East Los Angeles, where he grew up, until one day fate and the police intervened.
There was a little gang problem in Pecan Park, and I grabbed this kid, and I said, why don't you learn how to do something right? Why don't you come learn how to box at our police station downstairs? I train guys right now. Come on by if you're not scared.
He proposed a challenge. I'm a person who accepts a challenge just to prove people wrong. So about a week later, I snuck into the back part of the police department downstairs in the basement. Put on a pair of gloves and loved it.
At the police recreation center, that love blossomed. Stanky took Gonzalez under his wing and taught him the finer points of boxing. Paul proved a quick study. Stanky also took him under his roof and gave Paul a second home and family away from the barrio. Through his success in the ring, Paul gradually acquired a new outlook on life.
Being in the ring versus being out in the streets, there's a big difference. Out in the streets, there's never a winner. Everyone loses. In the ring, there's always a winner.
And for nearly all of his amateur career, that winner was Gonzalez. But in 1983, at the Pan American Games, the jury overturned the judge's decision, and he lost the gold medal.
I remember them just taking the fight away from me. It broke my heart. I thought I let everyone down, my country, especially my race, but most of all, my mom. You know, I told her I was going to win her a gold medal, and this is what I come back with, a silver.
Motivated by that injustice, the cop and the kid returned to the gym and began training with a newfound passion. They rededicated themselves to the goal Paul had set 2 years earlier, the Olympic gold. And in Los Angeles, boxing with a broken wrist, Gonzalez won the gold medal and was named the game's outstanding boxer.
It felt really great. It was awesome. That's the only word I can describe it as, awesome.
True to his word, after the games, Paul gave his gold medal to his mother at a ceremony in City Hall. And then, under the watchful eye of Al Stanky, he began preparing for the next step on his road to the top, his professional debut.
It's a step towards a new horizon, a new glory, and that glory is a world title.
Back live at the Palladium in Hollywood, where Paul Gonzalez is entering the ring here, and he has many, many fans from his East Los Angeles area to watch him make his professional debut. The little flags are waving, and they remember the gold medal victory 1 year ago to the day. We'll be back to watch his professional debut in a moment. Lady, I'm ready for this 6-round flyweight bout. Let's go to our ring announcer, Bill Kaplan.
Ladies and gentlemen, now a 6-round flyweight fight promoted by Don Chargan and Dr. Phil Young. The referee is Marty Denkin. And now in the red corner, with a record of 23 victories, 13 losses, 2 draws, 12 knockouts, in the traditional black trunks with the red stripes, from Tucson, Arizona, weighing 115 pounds, Jose the Flea Torres. And in the blue corner, making his professional debut, the 1984 106-pound Olympic gold medalist and Val Barker recipient, as outstanding boxer in the '84 Olympics from the barrio of East Los Angeles, wearing the gold trunks and the black trim, Paul Gonzalez.
Well, even Ryan O'Neal is on his feet at ringside to encourage young Paul Gonzalez, 21 years of age, born in Pecos, Texas, raised in Los Angeles, still lives here, of course, and the outstanding boxer in the '84 Olympic Games. What about Jose Pulga Torres? He's 29 years of age. He's had 38 professional bouts, and Gil, he's not going to be easy for Gonzalez.
Tim, not just the fact that he's had 38 professional fights, but it's the guys he's fought. He fought Gabby Canizales, he fought Harold Petty, two of the top bantamweights in the world. And remember, I said bantamweight. When Gonzalez won his Olympic championship, he only weighed 101 pounds. Bantamweights are 118-pounders, and they're strong guys. Torres has a big edge in experience and strength.
He also holds 2 knockout victories over Hugh Russell and Charlie Maigret, 2 of the better European fighters at that weight.
Well, Tim, right after he knocked out Charlie Maigret, as a matter of fact, 2 fights later, Maigret won the championship of the world. So Torres is an experienced guy and a strong guy.
You know, Gil, I can relate to Paul Gonzalez so easily because our first professional fight, all the pressure, the banners, the billboards and what have you, your first professional fight, I fought Rocky Ramon. I knew nothing of him except that he was a fighter. Here, Torres, experienced fighter, veteran. So Gonzalez is very tight, a lot of butterflies. And plus he's in his hometown, which only adds to the pressure. He has to be impressive, not just win.
Yeah, that is tough, you know. They're just not satisfied with them raising your hand. They want you to look great doing it.
Well, the jab we saw so often during his amateur career, certainly his most effective weapon, and showing it here in round number 1, and we'll be watching to see if he can get relaxed and how long it takes him to do so, because he certainly looked tense all day today here at the Palladium. And you saw those shots in his dressing room. He looked a little nervous.
You know, Tim, as he walked in this morning, he said, "Ray, I am so nervous." I told him, just be yourself, pal, and do your stuff.
Torres just missed with a haymaker right. Could have been trouble, but Gonzalez, good reflexes, pulled back.
Well, you can see that Gonzalez punches are falling short, which means he's still tight.
It's been a year since his activity in the Olympic Games, recovering from the surgery to his wrist, and there's some good solid left jabs by Gonzalez.
Tim, in the gym, I noticed that when Gonzalez would throw a combination, and he throws beautiful combinations, a lot of times he'd let him leave himself wide open after he punched.
Managed and trained by Al Stanky, the man who discovered him in that fracas in Pecan Park and turned him into a boxer at age 10. Rescued him from the mean streets of East Los Angeles, gang warfare that he had grown to know very much about at such a tender age. And he's very appreciative of the fact that boxing has been the thing that has given him a chance to rise above that environment, and look where he is, gold medal Olympic champion.
He needs to keep those hands up because, again, he's still a little tight. And Torres just winging shots. In fact, a couple times, Gonzalez goes in the way of the punches. Same direction.
Torres, born in Gomez Palacios, Mexico, now lives in Tucson. 29 years of age, managed by Beto Martinez and trained by Carlos Medina. He's been around. Final seconds of round number 1, scheduled for 6. This is round number 2. Paul Gonzalez against Jose Torres, scheduled for 6 rounds. And we ran into more than one respected boxing authority who wondered why the Gonzalez camp would put him in against such an experienced guy in his first pro bout.
Well, it is a gamble, Tim, but when you fight a good fighter, it can make you look good. Now, in the first round, Gonzalez tried to outbox Torres, and he did not throw one right hand. And believe me, he has a good, hard right hand. You know, he fought the Olympics. He won his last couple of fights fighting with the broken right hand. Actually, it was his wrist. They operated on it, he says it's now 210%. But I'd like to see him, I'd like to see him use it a little bit more.
He feels very confident because he broke 2 metacarpal bones in his right wrist. I think he's a little tentative at this point now.
Well, he's starting to put them together now.
One thing about Gonzalez also, he's a basic. He fights with the basic fundamentals: jab, right hand, good straight-up boxer.
Nice combinations by Gonzalez.
Yep, finished with a left hook. It was his best scoring punch of the early going here. We're in round 2. Gil Clancy, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Tim Ryan.
There's
They're
that
just
right
straight
hand.
right from Gonzalez. And if he had any thoughts about whether it might still hurt, which should have been dispelled in the gym, that shot right there, Ray, probably gave him a little more confidence.
Well, every time he throws the right hand connect, he's going to feel more and more confident. You're going to see more right hands thrown by Paul Gonzalez. There you see a beautiful right hand, uppercut. In fact, Torres seems to be a little shaken by that uppercut. The butterflies are pretty much gone now in Gonzalez.
Do you remember how long it took you against Ramon for the butterflies to leave?
After the interview, Tim.
After the interview. Was that a 6-round fight or a 4?
It was a 6-round fight. In fact, I fought Rocky Ramon, and we just went fight by fight, once a month. Good right hand.
Right to the heart of Torres. Now, despite 13 losses on Torres' record, he's won 2 of his last 3 after a rather dismal losing streak for a while. But as we commented, he's been in against some of the very good bantamweights, 118-pounders. Both fighters came in at 115 for this bout. There's a left hand scored by Torres, and that's the first good clean shot that he landed, and another one.
And Tim, that's why Gonzalez has to keep those hands up. I stated earlier that he has to pick his hands up because of the way that Torres is bringing his punches.
Now they're going toe-to-toe here in round number 2, and that's getting the crowd alive.
He has the box. In fact, Gonzalez is yelling for him to box. He needs to keep boxing, keep moving.
Final seconds of round number 2, scheduled 6-round flyweight bout. The first professional fight by Paul Gonzalez against Jose Torres. Round number 3, Paul Gonzalez in the gold, the Olympic gold, against Jose Torres in the black trunks. The referee, Marty Denkin, will assist in the scoring with judges John Thomas and Dr. James Jenkins.
This is it's a good ring for Paul Gonzalez, 20-foot ring. In fact, I always got the biggest ring, so in case I got in trouble, I could get out of the way.
That didn't happen to you too often, as I recall, but certainly your style. And Paul, too, likes to box, that the larger ring is an asset.
Tim, this is developing into a tough fight. Remember that Gonzalez has been off for a year. He's never boxed 6 rounds. And Torres is a 10-round fighter, and with his style, he's not going to get tired. We have to start looking at Gonzalez to see if he shows any signs of fatigue.
Should be remembered that he's been a 3-round fighter, Paul Gonzalez.
He just got nailed again, Tim. After he punches, he drops his hands. Very, very dangerous thing to do.
Also just bumped heads with Torres in that last exchange. That can be dangerous.
Torres seems a little soft around the midsection. So Gonzalez should go to try his body once in a while. He's been pretty much constant.
Oh, a big right hand.
He did just
And then they banged heads. But the shot landed first. The right hand landed first, then the heads came together.
He went to the body with the jab and came with an overhand right.
Beautiful right hand. He can punch, Gonzalez. He doesn't look like a puncher.
He looks like a pencil.
What does he look like?
A pencil.
5'7", 115 pounds, and remember he fought at 106 in the Olympics.
Look at that right hand. It's like a missile now. He's starting to find his mark.
Good combination by Gonzalez. Backed up Torres. Torres battles back. And a little talking to him about the heads, I believe. And he feels that Gonzalez is leading with the head.
As Torres reaches in and he drops his hand.
Another good combination by Gonzalez.
That's going to happen often, Tim. Every time he reaches in, Torres, he's going to be hit by a counterpunch. Gonzalez has to be very careful of those accidental headbutts. And the reason that has happened is because he's staying there.
Under 30 seconds we go in round number 3, scheduled for 6.
You notice the way that Torres drops that jab every time he throws it. Drops his hand.
Solid round for the Olympian. 4, Tim Ryan with Sugar Ray Leonard, Gil Clancy live from the Palladium in Hollywood, California. Olympic gold medalist Paul Gonzalez against Jose Pulga Torres. And coming off a very good third round in which he got the combinations going and the right hand that was familiar until he hurt it in his amateur career, and it was damaged during the Olympic Games, and he won that gold medal mainly with the left jab.
I like his concentration.
I like his combinations, Gil, because he's been putting them together.
Concentration and combinations.
That'll get it done. Yeah.
And he gives that his left jab angles. He's able to throw from all directions.
Again, we know that Torres has been in with all world-class competition. Gabby Gonzalez, who we went 10 rounds with, is fighting for the championship of the world. Charlie Magby, who he knocked out, became a world champion. So this is quite an impressive debut so far for Gonzalez.
Well, the first round, Torres was able to find Gonzalez, mainly because Gonzalez was a little tight. But now he's finding it difficult to land a punch because those wind-up punches, roundhouse punches, are not really effective at all.
Well, Torres told us he was going to bring the fight to Gonzalez. It's exactly the opposite. Gonzalez is backing him up the entire round.
Left jab of Gonzalez really started to bother and frustrate Torres. Every time he reaches, Gonzalez was able to counterpunch. That's when you can tell a good fighter.
Good right hand by Gonzalez.
Beautiful movement. Foot movement and hand movement.
Obviously more confident at each minute of each round.
That was a good right hand attempt by Paul Gonzalez because, again, that left hand of Torres is steady dropping.
Beautiful combination. Double jab, right hand on the chin.
That was the move of an experienced fighter there.
That was a barrio move, Tim.
Yes, it was. Right off the clinch.
Gonzalez doing very tricky things where he spin this man off.
Under 20 seconds we go. Speaking of cute moves, our congratulations to Hector Camacho for his victory last night, winning the lightweight championship.
He looked dynamite, Tim.
Jose Luis Ramirez. Final seconds of round number 4. There is proud mama Ana Gonzalez, mother of the Olympic champion, who is the oldest of 7 children, the Gonzalez family. And I'm watching with some anxiety, I'm sure, as her son has his first professional fight. No headgear and fighting under all of this pressure, but she has to feel right now that he's doing real well, thank you.
Well, Tim, whenever a mother sees her son smile, she feels very, very confident. And he smiled as he went back to his corner to reassure everyone that everything is in control.
You know, he's fighting a really good fight, and what he did was he hurt Torres early to gain Torres' respect. And once you hurt a guy, then you can make him fall for your feints and hit him with your combinations.
Look at that move there, Gil. Just spin this man.
Well, Ray, he was voted the outstanding fighter in the Olympics. That is quite an honor.
Notice that Paul has got a nasty scrape under his left elbow, something that probably did not occur in the gym. May have stumbled while doing road work. He's kept mum about it, that's for sure.
Gonzalez now is basically just trying to walk this man down.
Beautiful combination by Gonzalez. Torres tried to put pressure on him.
I just have one little one mistake I see in Gonzalez, and he needs to work on it because it can get him in trouble. As he throws a combination, like Gil stated, he stands straight up and moves straight back. He has to give his man angles there. He moves straight back.
And Torres landed.
He finished the combination, he's still there.
Torres trying to get some pressure on Gonzalez, having to deal with that movement.
Keeps his chin up in the air, Ray. That's a very, very dangerous place to have that chin. Has to learn to bend his knees and tuck that chin in a little bit.
And then Torres landed left to the ear.
3 shots, Paul, 3 shots.
Gonzalez was told in his corner not to throw any more lead-off right hands.
Well, he's only thrown about 5 or 6 this round, Dave. So far.
Well, the jab has been working very well.
Good hand by Gonzalez. Left hook back by Torres.
Look at that hand speed and that beautiful movement.
He's not moving very far.
No, that's the trick, Ray. You don't want the guy to miss you by 3 feet. You want him to miss you by 2 inches so you can count it.
I'm looking forward to the last round because I remember when I was fighting my first professional fight, that last round, I really wanted to shine. So I'm expecting Paul Gonzalez to do the same thing for his hometown.
Coming to the end of round number 5 of the scheduled 6-rounder. Olympic champion Paul Gonzalez against Jose Torres. Marty Denkin brings the boxers together for the final round of Paul Gonzalez's professional debut. Gonzalez in the gold, Jose Torres in the black. And we'll see if what Ray Leonard expected comes true here. I'm sure that his cornermen are saying, just do what you've been doing. That'll get you the win. But I'm sure he's feeling that, boy, I'd like to finish off well here.
And Tim, I remember my first fight. I had a similar opponent like Torres, experienced guy, short guy. I was tired, but the adrenaline was flowing, and I really wanted to close the show.
So far, Gonzalez looks absolutely perfect this round.
He still looks fresh, Gil.
Look at that beautiful uppercut.
Perfectly timed counter uppercut.
Now the crowd is getting behind Gonzalez.
And he just hit Torres a couple of good punches, and Torres said, "You didn't hurt me," which means he did.
Gonzalez looks so relaxed in the ring.
Didn't take him too long either. I thought by the end of round 1 he had really settled down very nicely.
He has such good concentration.
Good right hand. That stung Torres.
There seems to be a slight cut on the left eye of Torres.
Yes, I think you're right, Ray. Just right at the corner of the left eye. Halfway through the final round. Gonzalez has been working so hard in the gym in the past year, watching his Olympic teammates get off to
Look at those moves, Tim. Look at those moves.
Beautiful moves, Gil. He knew exactly where he was and just mesmerized Torres.
You know, a lot of people don't like to watch these lighter guys, but you see some beautiful things when you watch the lighter guys fight.
Well, the lighter weights are so exciting with the hand and foot speed, even the power.
Well, Ray, I think we're seeing a coming star here right now. He can box, he's tough, he's a good competitor.
Nice looking guy too, Gil.
Well, why would you say that, Ray? You're trying to indicate somebody else's
I looked over at you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
It doesn't hurt so much outside of the ring especially. Under the 15-second mark.
They're telling Paul just 12 seconds. Look at him. He looks great.
I told you, he's a barrio kid. He has class, and he's a barrio kid.
And he's closing the show.
Final seconds, and there it is. Paul Gonzalez and Torres, I think, is acknowledging that this is a rising star that he just met in appreciation for that talent from the Olympic champion. Well, we'll be back for the decision here at the Palladium in Hollywood, California, with the crowd on its feet. Let's go now to Gary Bender. Back live in Hollywood, let's get the decision from Bill Kaplan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scores are unanimous. 60-54, 60-54, 60-54, and the winner is Paul Gonzalez!
Paul, right here, congratulations to you. You've got to feel just terrific. And here's Mama Gonzalez, Anna Gonzalez. Got to be as happy as Paul is. I know you're glad just to have this one over.
Oh, yeah. I've been up tense for about a year, and I've been wanting to fight, and now that I got my first boxing lesson underway, I got to keep going.
Well, it didn't look like it took you too long to relax. You were tense when you came in here. You were tense in the dressing room, but I thought about, maybe near the last 30 seconds of the round that you were relaxed in round one.
I was more relaxed in round one. Coming back after, I got butted, so I was trying to keep my composure. Came back to my corner and I saw my trainer. He butted me in my cut, but I feel great.
He reminded you that does happen in boxing, huh?
Yes, pretty much, because he kept coming in. I watched this tape. I knew he was a comer. A great fighter. He's fought champions and beat them.
You did a great job in your debut. Congratulations,
Thank you
Paul.
very much.
All right.